Good morning all. I'd like you to take a guess at what I'm driving. The ST170 don't have leather seats, they're so comfortable, it's unreal. But the ST's suffering a bit of a problem at the minute. I know, it seems to be almost every video I've got a problem with it. But, right, I thought I'll take it off the road, I'll do what I can to it. It's going to be off the road again for a little bit. I thought what I'd do is I'd get me a nice comfortable car, you know, like a nice family car to get me about, and I just went a bit overboard. I wouldn't say overboard, I mean this car is really nice, it's really comfy, it's really smooth. It's a bit loud. So we'll go get some breakfast. We're going to meet up with everyone. I'm on the ST170 stand as always. I haven't seen any of them in so long. Like, because of this fucking lockdown, I haven't seen anyone in ages. Nice to get out, even with the rain, and see everyone and talk to everyone. I recommend you do the same. Safe distance, don't forget your mask. We'll go get some breakfast, go get some coffee, because it is now 7:10 on a very wet Sunday morning, and we'll head on down to Watford Gap. I think I'm meeting Vicky and Gary. And then from there we're going to go down into this Northampton RS Owners Club Day. Never been before. We'll get there and we'll see what's happening. And I'll show you around this beauty. See you in a minute. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are at the RS OC Northampton. As always, with the 170 owners. I'm going to take you around here. I'm going to show you some cool shit. Is that how it is?
I'm waiting for my close-up, Mr. DeMille. How you doing?
Vic.
Josh.
Mitch is cleaning.
We all are.
Mine's at the end. Right. Let's go. I'll start at the front. We'll work our way back. And we'll see what we can see. There's some really cool cars. Right, let's go.
a sight for my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight for my soul. There goes a sight for my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. There goes a sight for my soul. I think I saw angels just walk by. 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 There goes a sight for my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight for my. There goes a sight. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight for my soul. So.
And that's it. You've seen it all. You've seen the lot. I took you around the lot. I went from the far end all the way around, showing you everything. Yes, I have bought a Mondeo ST220. Yes, it is a 3 litre V6 Mondeo. It does have a straight through exhaust on it, as you can probably hear. It's very loud, but it's so much fun to drive. These are such underrated Fords, it's unbelievable. I picked it up. The bodywork isn't immaculate. It needs a bit of bodywork doing. But I paid £950 for it, which in my eyes is a steal. Baggy grey, it's got white wheels, it's done 94,886 miles. The thing is an absolute beast to drive. And surprisingly, there's not a lot of them left. Well, I don't know if there's a lot of them left, but there's not a lot of them about. You don't see a lot of them. It's so weird because I've wanted an ST220 for so long. They're just really nice cars, but when you put the comparison to the ST170, this is a 54 plate, right? But compared to the ST170, you can't judge them both as the same because they're completely different cars. But for the same year, in this I've got sat nav, I've got cruise control, I've got heated leather seats. I know you get the heated leather seats in the ST170, but you had to get a good spec to get it. It's got reverse parking sensors, it's got xenons, it's got headlight washers, it's got a lot. Like a train. Absolutely gorgeous cars, and like I said, they're so underrated. I was parked next to James's ST225, and we was talking about the cars, right? The 225 and the 220, and it's really surprising because I don't know what stage of mapping he's on, right? I'm going to throw out it's on stage 1, but on the way to the show he was driving it like a granite, and I think he got about 18 miles per gallon. Now I've checked mine and I got 28.6, which still isn't great compared to a lot of cars, but you wouldn't buy this car for the fact of worrying about fuel. So I bought this car because I can afford to fuel it, I can afford to run it, that's not an issue, but they're so cheap. They're absolutely so cheap, and why they're depreciating in value, if they are depreciating, I'm not too sure. I've owned it 2 days, I've not read up on them. But they're such comfortable cars. I just don't get why they're so cheap now. I mean, when they came out, they were about 24, 25 grand. Why they're so cheap, I ain't got a clue. I mean, it's just, compared to the ST225, yeah, the 225's got a turbo on it. You can map them, they get a lot more power out of them, but it's just so strange why the 225 is a rough one that needs work, maybe got a bit of high mileage. You're still talking about 3 grand, and this is less than £1 grand. It's so surprising for the amount of car you get for the price you pay. I know I should be talking about the show. The show was brilliant. It was amazing, and the amount of looks I got at the car is ridiculous. Now my insurance is dirt cheap anyway, but when I rang my insurance company and said, look, I'm paid up until December. How much is it to swap the insurance over to the 220 from the ST170? It was an extra £28 a year. So cheap. I just don't get it. There's got to be something with them why they're so cheap. If you drive a 220, let me know. I know little bits about them, but there's got to be a reason why these cars with a 3-litre V6 under the bonnet is so cheap. There's got to be something with them that people didn't like. I know if they made it rear-wheel drive and all that, if they made them rear-wheel drive, I'd fully understand. People would be swanning all over them. But the 225's front-wheel drive, and they're at 3 grand. And yeah, granted, it's a newer car, but I think you can get these up to like an 07 plate. I don't know. It's confused me, but that's it. I bought this car. Don't worry, the ST170 hasn't gone. I've not traded it in to buy this. I bought this from my own pocket. £950 on the nose. Paid the guy, went and seen it, and I bought it from a fella called Lee, and really well looked after. The only problem is it's the bodywork. The bodywork needs a bit of attention, which I'm not fussed about. I'm honestly not fussed about it, because even with the minor bodywork, they're still such nice cars to drive. And even with a straight pipe, I'm doing 45 at the minute, it's not excessively loud. But it's one of them. If you like this video, give me a like. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one, guys. It's a bit of an immense day, minus the rain, brightened up later on in the day. And yeah, it's been fun, always is. I'll see you on the next one, guys.